Welcome back to Dukascopy TV. I'm Elaine Stenson, and today I'm joined by our regular guest, Bruno Estier, who is an independent financial strategist. Bruno, you're very welcome back to the studio.
Thank you. Good morning.
So 2 weeks ago you mentioned there was a very slow start to 2014. How are we doing now?
Well, it is true that it has been a slow start for equity. On the bond side for the US market, we noticed that from the beginning of the year we had a decline of the yields, which correspond to a period when interest S&P is moving sideways, and that's exactly what we saw during the first 2 weeks of January. The S&P even was able to make a little spike low at 1815 and rebounded. It remains within an uptrend, and it is certainly above the very important level of 1767.
And what is the outlook for the S&P 500?
I think this outlook is going to be, once this consolidation is over, it will probably move upwards. And now we need to see what's happening in other markets.
And how do you see European equities?
Well, European equities has been very active since mid-December. As we see, it moved up on a straight line almost from mid-December and even again in January. And here we are reaching somehow some overbought area on the indicator here on the downside.
Will it stop rising?
Well, for that usually we need to take a better longer term view, and first we switch to the weekly charts. In the weekly charts, Spain, for example, has been moving from the mid of 2012 regularly upwards and recently is reaching the top of the rising channel. And the momentum is also still rising, but it is overbought.
Is it overbought also on the monthly chart?
That's the very good question, because there we might have the answer to the longer term.
Yes.
As we see here, in fact, it is overbought, but it can still move upwards. Why can it still do so? We not only look at the current momentum, we've seen on the daily, on the weekly, and here on the monthly charts, but we also look at the upper panel, which represent the relative strength of Spain versus the S&P 500 in black, or the relative strength of Spain versus Germany, which is in the dotted line orange. And both of them are rising. So when the momentum is rising on different time horizon and the relative strength is rising, then there is a very good chance that the resistance, which are the one of April of 2011 and October of 2009, are going to be broken on the upside.
Okay.
And this is the good news.
This is good news for once. Bruno Estier, thank you very much for joining us in the studio today. And that's all we have time for now, but do check back for further updates and interviews from the TV team. Bye for now.